Your check engine light comes on, so you stop at an auto parts store to scan the code. A few seconds later, the scanner displays P0442, EVAP System Leak Detected. Almost immediately, someone tells you, "Don't worry, it's probably just the gas cap." It sounds simple enough. You tighten the cap, clear the code, and drive away thinking you've solved the problem. But a few days later, that same orange light comes back on. Now you're frustrated because the internet is telling you 10 different things. One person says, replace the purge valve. Another says it's the charcoal canister. Someone else insists it's a vacuum hose. Before you know it, you're one click away from buying parts you may not even need. Here's the truth. P0442 isn't a difficult code to fix. It's a difficult code to diagnose if you don't know where to start. Professional technicians don't solve this code by guessing. They follow a simple process that quickly separates a 5-minute repair from an expensive game of trial and error. In this video, I'll show you exactly how that process works, the most common causes of P0442, and how to avoid wasting money replacing perfectly good parts. If you enjoy learning how to diagnose car problems yourself, instead of throwing money at random parts, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. To understand why this code appears, you first need to understand what the EVAP system actually does. Fortunately, it's much simpler than it sounds. Every time gasoline sits inside your fuel tank, it naturally produces fuel vapors. Those vapors contain hydrocarbons that are harmful to the environment. Think of the EVAP system as a sealed recycling system for gasoline fumes. Instead of letting those vapors disappear into the atmosphere, the system stores them until the engine can safely burn them. The vapors travel from the fuel tank through a series of hoses to a charcoal canister, which acts like a storage container. The activated charcoal inside absorbs the fuel vapors while the engine is off, or when operating conditions aren't right. Later, once the engine is fully warmed up and you're driving at a steady speed, the engine computer opens the purge valve. Engine vacuum then pulls those stored vapors into the intake manifold, where they're burned during normal combustion. At the same time, the vent valve allows fresh air to flow through the canister, helping move the vapors into the engine. The entire process happens automatically, and most drivers never notice it's taking place. But here's something many people don't realize. Your vehicle is constantly checking itself. Every so often, usually under specific driving conditions, the engine computer performs an automatic leak test on the EVAP system. It temporarily seals the entire system, creates a small vacuum, and watches the fuel tank pressure sensor to see whether that vacuum holds. If the vacuum disappears too quickly, the computer knows air is getting into a system that's supposed to be completely sealed. That's exactly what triggers a P0442 code. The important thing to understand is that P0442 doesn't indicate a massive leak. In fact, it's almost the opposite. The computer has detected a very small leak, roughly the size of a tiny pinhole. That's why so many people struggle with this code. You can inspect every visible hose under the hood, find absolutely nothing wrong, and still have a leak hidden somewhere else in the system. So where should you start? Always begin with the gas cap. Professionals still check the gas cap first because it's quick, inexpensive, and surprisingly common. The gas cap isn't just there to keep fuel from splashing out. It's actually part of the sealed EVAP system. If it doesn't seal properly, the computer cannot maintain the vacuum it expects during its self-test. Remove the gas cap and inspect the rubber sealing ring closely. Look for cracks, flattening, tears, or signs that the rubber has become dry and brittle. Years of heat, weather, and repeated tightening eventually wear that seal out. Sometimes the damage is obvious. Other times the seal simply loses enough flexibility that it no longer creates an airtight connection. But here's where people often make their first mistake. They install a new gas cap, erase the code, drive around for 10 minutes, and decide the repair failed because the light comes back later. The EVAP monitor doesn't work that way. The EVAP system only performs its leak test under certain conditions. The engine usually needs to be fully warmed up. The fuel tank generally needs to be somewhere between 1/4 and 3/4 full. Outside temperature also plays a role, and the vehicle often needs both city driving and steady highway cruising before the computer completes its test. That means replacing the gas cap today doesn't necessarily mean you'll know whether it worked today. Sometimes it takes several normal trips before the computer finishes its testing. Patience is part of the diagnosis. If the code returns after several days of normal driving, it's time to move beyond the gas cap and start checking the rest of the system. This is the point where many people begin wasting money. They read forum posts, watch random videos, and start replacing parts based on what fixed someone else's vehicle. The problem is that P0442 doesn't identify a failed component. It only tells you the sealed system has a leak somewhere. Imagine trying to find a tiny puncture in a long garden hose. You wouldn't replace the faucet, then the nozzle, then every connector hoping to get lucky. You'd pressurize the hose and look for the exact spot where air or water escapes. That's exactly how professionals diagnose an EVAP leak. Instead of guessing, they perform what's known as a smoke test. A smoke machine fills the EVAP system with harmless, low-pressure smoke. Because the system is designed to be completely sealed, the smoke has only one way out, through the leak itself. Wherever the smoke escapes, that's where the problem is. One thing many first-time users don't realize is that small leaks require patience. You may not see smoke immediately. Sometimes it takes nearly a minute before a thin stream slowly appears from a cracked hose or a worn seal. Rushing the inspection often means missing the leak completely. The first places technicians usually inspect are the EVAP hoses. These rubber and plastic lines run between the fuel tank, charcoal canister, and engine bay. Over time, heat, road debris, vibration, and age cause them to become brittle. Small cracks often develop near bends or connection points where the hose experiences the most stress. Another surprisingly common problem is rodent damage. Mice and other small animals sometimes chew EVAP hoses, leaving tiny holes that are almost impossible to spot during a visual inspection, but become obvious during a smoke test. The charcoal canister is another component that deserves a careful inspection. Its job is to store fuel vapors until the engine is ready to burn them, but because it's often mounted underneath the vehicle, it's exposed to rain, dirt, road salt, and flying debris. Over the years, the plastic housing can develop small cracks, or one of the hose connections can become loose. Both can allow just enough air into the system to trigger a P0442 code. Next, check the purge valve. This valve controls when the stored fuel vapors are sent into the engine. When the engine is off, the purge valve should remain closed. If it sticks slightly open because of wear or internal contamination, the EVAP system won't be able to hold vacuum during its self-test. On many vehicles, you can remove the valve and perform a simple bench test. With the valve disconnected and the engine off, try blowing through it. In most cases, you shouldn't be able to pass air through the valve. If you can, it's likely stuck open and should be replaced. The vent valve is just as important, but it's often overlooked. Think of it as the system's doorway to the outside air. During normal operation, it opens to allow fresh air into the charcoal canister. During the EVAP leak test, however, it must close completely. If dirt, corrosion, or debris prevents it from sealing, the computer interprets that as a leak. Sometimes the valve clicks normally when tested with a scan tool, leading people to assume it's working. But a clicking valve isn't necessarily a sealing valve. It has to close completely to pass the test. Another component worth mentioning is the fuel tank pressure sensor. This sensor measures pressure changes inside the EVAP system and reports them to the engine computer. If the sensor sends incorrect readings, the computer may think the system has a leak when it actually doesn't. For that reason, professionals usually consider the pressure sensor only after the rest of the system has been inspected. Here's a tip that many DIY mechanics overlook. Before replacing any major EVAP component, check whether your vehicle has a Technical Service Bulletin, or TSB, related to P0442. Manufacturers sometimes discover that certain models have recurring problems with specific hoses, valves, or canisters. A quick search using your vehicle's year, make, model, and engine can save hours of unnecessary troubleshooting. Now let's clear up another common point of confusion. People often mix up P0442 with P0455 and P0456 because all three are EVAP leak codes. The difference is the size of the leak the computer has detected. P0455 indicates a large leak. This is the kind of problem caused by a missing gas cap, a disconnected hose, or a major crack in the system. These leaks are usually much easier to locate because smoke escapes quickly during testing. P0456 represents an extremely small leak and is often the most difficult EVAP code to diagnose. Finding the leak may require extra time, patience, and a very careful smoke test. Knowing which code you're dealing with helps set realistic expectations before you begin diagnosing the problem. Let's talk about repair costs because this is where a proper diagnosis really pays off. A replacement gas cap typically costs between $10 and $25. A damaged EVAP hose may cost anywhere from $15 to $40. Purge valves generally range from $40 to $100, while vent valves often cost between $30 and $80. A charcoal canister can range from $80 to $250 depending on the vehicle, and a fuel tank pressure sensor typically falls somewhere between $40 and $120. Now imagine replacing those parts one after another without ever confirming the actual leak. That's why many experienced technicians recommend paying for a professional smoke test if you can't perform one yourself. Most repair shops charge between $100 and $200 for the test, but that single diagnosis can easily save you far more than it costs. Delaying the repair may not hurt the engine, but it can create unnecessary headaches later. The good news is that P0442 is one of those codes that usually rewards a logical approach. Start with the simplest and least expensive possibility. Inspect the gas cap carefully and replace it if the seal looks questionable. Give the vehicle enough time to complete its EVAP monitor before deciding whether the repair worked. If the code comes back, don't become a parts changer. Follow the evidence, inspect the hoses, check the purge valve, verify the vent valve, and perform a proper smoke test whenever possible. The smoke machine doesn't guess, and neither should you. Remember, finding a P0442 leak isn't about luck, it's about following a process. The leak may be tiny, but the money you'll save by diagnosing it correctly can be significant. Professional technicians don't fix more cars because they have better instincts. They fix more cars because they test before they replace. So the next time someone tells you that P0442 is just a gas cap, you'll know the real answer. The only way to know for sure is to start with the basics, work through the system step by step, and let the evidence lead you to the repair. That's how you avoid wasting money, solve the problem faster, and get that check engine light to stay off for good. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more easy-to-follow DIY diagnostic guides. In the next video, we'll break down the P0700 transmission control system code, what it means, what causes it, and how you can diagnose it yourself before spending money on costly repairs.